7 feet.
Coach, first half, it started off slow.
Yeah.
Looked like they were having trouble.
Turnovers.
Yeah. That was my second question, turnovers.
Yeah, yeah. I think we've done a pretty good job of those of late. Boise State game. Boise State might be the best team we've played yet. Or Texas Tech. Both those teams are good. Going into that tournament in Vegas, the only game that Texas Tech had lost was to LSU, and that was in overtime at LSU. So that tells you how well we played. In the Texas Tech game, come on, Jherrod. But you know, we're going to turn the ball over some. That's the way we're built. Chuck's going to turn it over some. Jherrod's going to turn it over some. Eric's going to turn it over some. Devontae's going to turn it over some. You know, we're not a team that's going to play a clean game. We're just not built that way. What I like was that we had 16 offensive rebounds. You know, you look and we only missed 28 shots. Anytime you can rebound over 50% of your misses, you've done a great job on the offensive board. So I'm more proud of that. Now we had some silly, just ridiculous turnovers, and that's one of the reasons why the score is even close to begin with. I think we're up 12 or 13 something there toward the end of the first half, and just had a couple just mindless, what was that, type turnovers. But you know, you go in halftime and, you know, regroup, get your defense going. Defense was outstanding in the second half. But we dominated the boards. Anytime you dominate one area of the game, your team's going to usually win.
What was different about defense in the second half, in your opinion?
More aggressive. I think, you know, we don't have a lot of depth. You know, Jherrod said he's afraid to get foul trouble. I said, don't worry about that. Go and play. You know, sometimes you tend to back off when you worry about that. But once we picked our pressure up on the perimeter, because they were content with just weave, then run their offense. They wanted to keep the game in the 40s and 50s. But once we picked our pressure up and got out and guarded, you know, they shot, the second half they shot 28%. But we got out and you know, more pressure on the perimeter, but also did a great job of contesting shots. In the first half, they made some long threes. A couple of those shots, I didn't think our defense was that bad. They just tip your hat. They made a couple of tough shots too.
Jherrod, you hit 8 of 11 off the 3-pointers. Talk about that. Was it a good feed? Did you just find yourself in position? Was it just the flow of the game, or did you just tell me what you think?
Just flow of the game. I try to play as hard as I can. Like what Coach said, don't try to go 100 shots. Just let it come to you. You find your shot. We do in offense. So.
Did you think you would get a lot of feed? I mean, were you in the open, or did you just come up and jack it up? I mean, what was it?
Coach said when you open, shoot it. So.
I think our guys, I think the big difference in Jherrod the last couple of games especially is learning to trust his teammates instead of forcing things. You know, he's had moments this year where he's let the offense come to him, but he hasn't been consistent with it. And sometimes you do something because the coach tells you, then you do it because you believe in it. I think now he's starting to believe in it.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Tell me about the defense in the second half. What are your thoughts on defense?
I think we started out shaky, but then like we noticed that we had to lead, but we started that up a little bit. I feel as though we played good defense, but during the first half we played horrible defense. We'll get together.
Anything else? Coach, one thing on the turnover. Is that the guy that's still adjusting to getting all together?
No, they're turnover guys now.
Oh, okay.
You know, I told Chuck one time, why don't you just close your eyes and throw the ball up? It may land in one of my hands. I was just joking. I was joking. No, I think, you know, one of the things that when we got here in April, you know, before, you know, we're sorting through who was staying and who was leaving with all these transfers and trying to figure out who was on the team, who wasn't on the team. You know, we looked up. There was a kid here last year. What was the kid's name that was a backup point guard here last year? Yeah, we thought he was going to stay, and he wound up going back home. I think it's from Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. So we were looking for. We didn't have another point guard, and this was May. You know, so, you know, our roster is a byproduct of a lot of things. That's why I don't worry about it. We are what we are. You know, it's not like this is a result of 4 years of recruiting. You know, we've got, you know, I'm thankful for the kids that came back from last year's team, and I'm thankful for the kids we were able to sign in May. But if you're recruiting kids in May, there's a reason why you're recruiting kids in May. You know, Chuck's a tough kid. He's just not a point guard. You know, Eric Weary was a big reason why we beat Texas Tech the other night. I mean, he played great. He had 9 rebounds, led us in rebounding, made some big threes. All these guys kind of add something to the mix, and that's what the great thing about coaching a team is getting them to come together. But obviously, when LJ's out there point guard, we're a different team.
Can we get an update on that?
His foot's fine. You know, the problem with him coming back, he has some atrophy in his calf, quad, because, you know, he'd been out for so long. He had surgery July 7th. But he kind of had a setback in mid-September. So when he came back, you know, our trainers did a great job of putting him on the Ultra G, which is a gravity-defying treadmill, weightless, no weight bearing. But you know, you come back, you're using muscles you haven't used in 6 months. You think for him, July, August, September, October, November, December, 6 months. All of a sudden he comes out there, boom, he strains his Achilles. He hurt it actually, I think it might have been before we played Boise, but he gutted 2 games out. And then when we got him back, we took the red-eye flight from Vegas. He was limping limping to the bus. I said, hey, you know, take some time off. He tried to go. We got back, we didn't practice Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, but we did practice on the 26th. He tried to practice a little bit, then he couldn't. So he didn't practice yesterday. Today's off. He won't practice tomorrow either. We'll see if he can go Tuesday. If he can go Tuesday, he can play Wednesday, because the game on Wednesday is a 1 o'clock game. It's early. Hopefully he can play. If he can't, we'll roll out there the ones we got.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.